Cover the news. So let's start off with some pop culture news. So we got the Kai Cenat and Shannon Sharpe beef. I don't know if you guys are up to date with that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
oh my goodness, this shit is funny. All right, so Kai Cenat, he was on the Celebrity All-Star game, and Shannon Sharpe was his coach. And I guess Kai Cenat showed up at some talk show or something like that. And I'm just going to quote what happened. Kai Cenat's recent performance in the NBA All-Star Celebrity Game was swiftly made the center of 3 discussions, with the streaming star arguing that he had good defense and almost got 2 stops during his time on the court as part of the team with Shannon. Listen to me, Cenat said during the final segment of the episode, "I was supposed to go crazy, Shannon. Bro, I have a t-shirt of your face on there, bro. I be popping bottles, sparkles, and champagnes. I feel you let me down, bro." Sharpe pushed back, noting that Cenat actually played 14 minutes total. He also admitted he was skeptical of Cenat's skills on the court after seeing him during the pregame proceedings. At this point, Cenat referenced a video that ultimately showed him appearing to square off against younger players on the court as part of his practice process. "Kai, you're playing against kids, bro," Sharpe said, with Cenat arguing they're almost 13 and they hoop. But Sharpe was not convinced. "Ain't no way," he offered. "The kid had on Pampers." Cenat didn't detail his hopes for the 2025 edition of the game, ultimately landing on a goal of 12 points after a back and forth with the nightcap host. Per Cenat, he'll be training for a year, while Sharpe says he'll be hitting up ESPN. "I'm going to come back next year and coach," Sharpe told Cenat. "I'm going to request you on the team. I'll give you 22 hard minutes." And as for the 2024 NBA Slam Dunk Contest, Cenat appeared during Jaylen Brown's first round dunk was also discussed. Specifically, Cenat took issues with Sharpe's recent remarks on Cenat's height. As those who watched this year's dunk contest know, Cenat was seated in a chair with Brown dunked over him. "Hold on, why you call me 3 feet?" So Sharpe explained that he did not intend for his comments to be a knock on him, but instead a larger criticism of how the dunk question was carried out. "I thought I was going to be standing up on the chair, but he told me to sit down," Cenat said on the dunk. "I was confused. I didn't know what to do. JB, my man's my boy, but goddamn, JB, you should have had me standing on that motherfucker." Yo, and I want to play. I want to play something real quick too, bro. Before you get that, I want to play the dunk, bro, and then Kai's remarks.
No, because Jaylen, he's a shooter. Was that a deep round?
Across the board. The man's already 3 foot tall. You put him in a chair 91.5.
You said it! Oh, no, I didn't know you said the shit. Shannon, you. No. No, fuck you. No. No. I know. Nigga, is this national TV, my nigga? What the fuck? No. Why did I just go straight like that? Nigga, this national TV?
Hold on. You got guys jumping over Taco. Aaron Gordon jumped over Taco Fall. Matt McClung jumped over Shaq. Jaylen Brown jumped over Kai Cenat in a seat. What am I supposed to do with that, Stephen A? They should have gave him a 2 across the board. The man's already 3 foot tall.
I got static with this nigga. Nah, Shannon, you're gonna have to see me, nigga.
Man, Ocho, I was trying to explain. Man, y'all in the chat, man, y'all laughing, man. Come on, man, don't do that.
Hey,
man, don't do that, man.
How tall he is?
man, they know how tall that man is, man. They make it seem like I made some stuff up.
Hey, well, you shut out, man.
Man,
I didn't even know he responded. Hey, that was funny.
I didn't know either.
That was funny.
Hey, what? Hold on.
Yeah.
Why you call me 3 feet?
That was
no. Okay, hold on, bro. Stop lying to these people, bro.
How tall are you, Kai?
5'9".
I told you he was 5'9". I told you.
Kai, don't do that, Kai.
I told you he was 5'9".
Oh, how tall you think I am? 5 feet. 5 feet. 5'5".
Yeah.
Come on.
I told him I saw you at the flag football game. I told him you was 5'9" from where I was standing.
Bro, 5'9".
Ocho was in a hole though.
Look, bro. Look, I ain't 3 feet, bro. And
No.
I'm not 1.5 and stuff like that.
No,
man.
no, Kai. It was not a knock on you. I was saying if you look at the other guys, they jumping over.
Wait.
They jump.
We just playing this man whole video.
Yeah,
Bro,
for
I
saying
didn't-
like,
I mean, I
Because they
get
was
the
going
point.
back and forth, but yeah, my bad.
Oh, yeah,
It was funny, but yeah, go ahead.
no, I was just saying, no, this was like a funny little moment. It kind of reminds me of Speed when he played in that soccer match with Kaká and Eden Hazard. I don't know if Keto Maki's seen that, but that was like a soccer version of this All-Star match. But yeah, to be honest, they gotta fix the All-Star weekend. This specific, the Kai Cenat, him getting jumped over by Jaylen Brown in a dunk contest, bro. That had to be one of the worst things I ever seen. And it's worse for me because my rookie, Jaime Jaquez Jr. jumped over Shaquille O'Neal, who was 7'2", 7'3", arguably 400 pounds. It's like, what are we doing here? and this guy jumps over Kai and gets a better score. Like, I don't know, man.
With him sitting down too at that. You're not even standing up, bro. Sitting down. You remember that freestyle with Tory Lanez that they was clowning him on because he was sitting down and then he stood up and he was the same height he was when he was sitting down?
Yeah, basically,
Crazy. That was that though, bro. Next one we got the Naruto live action. So guess we coming out with a Naruto live action. So Destin Daniel Cretton to direct write Lionsgate live action Naruto film. A little backstory on Destin Daniels. He's an American filmmaker. He's best known for his films Short Turn 12, Glass Castle, Just Mercy, and the Marvel Studio film Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Lionsgate's motion pictures group chair Adam Folsom announced on Friday that Lionsgate has closed a deal with director Destin Daniel for his live action film adaptation of Masashi Kishimoto's manga. Cretton will direct and write the movie in collaboration with original creator Kishimoto. Kishimoto said, and I quote, "When I heard of Destin's attachment, it happens to be right after watching a blockbuster action film of his. I thought he would be perfect for director for Naruto after enjoying his other films and understanding that his forte is in creating solid dramas about people. I became convinced that there is no other director for Naruto. In actual meeting Destin, I also found him to be an open-minded director who is willing to embrace my input and felt strongly that he would be able to cooperate together in the production process. To put it simply, the live-action Naruto is bound to be a film with spectacular action and profound drama. I can't help but be too excited for it," Cretton said. "It was a true honor to meet Kishimoto-san in Tokyo and hear his expansive vision for his creation. We are very excited to collaborate and bring Naruto to the big screen." Cretton is producing the film through his company Hisoko alongside Jiyun Munfud, Arad Productions, as well as Jeremy Lechman are as listed as producers. So yeah, that's dope right there.
I don't know if it's dope. I gotta see it first to see if it's dope. I gotta see it first. I mean, I told you my views on live action. I think almost all of them is like not done correctly. So like, it's like hypothetical. Like if a Marvel movie is announced, we think it's going to be good. If an anime live action movie is going to be announced, we think it's probably going to be bad. That's how I'm coming. And now because Naruto is unfortunately he was promoted. And now the live action is elite employee. Like I don't know how I feel about this. I hope it's gonna be good.
I mean, a lot of live actions, the creators of the mangaka, sometimes not all of them don't work side by side with the directors. So having Kishimoto work side by side with the director and having his vision actually be employed into the series, I think it will come out pretty good. I got high hopes.
I actually think the most important aspect of like taking anime to live action is the director. as opposed to the original like manga creator or something, you know? Because when you're trying to like change it, Kishimoto can't direct a film, right? He
No,
doesn't understand the medium. So you're trying to
but
bring something to the big screen. Like
Mhm.
I would like put it this way: if someone announced a project, right,
right,
and they asked me to pick between the two, like one has the best director in the world, but he doesn't have the mangaka working with him directly, right? But he has the source material; he's gonna follow it. Or you know, the other side we have like a okay director, he's good, and we have Kishimoto working alongside with him, like to get everything working correctly. I think the one with the best experienced director without the mangaka would do better than the other one, because he can get everything he needs from the story that Kishimoto can like input is literal. It's already in the story. It's in the manga. It's in the
right.
anime. It's in the data books. It's there. He doesn't need Kishimoto, if you're being honest. But Kishimoto needs him to put it to the big screen to make it palatable to someone who'd watch a movie and not watch an anime. So
Yeah,
when people say like, "Oh, Kishimoto is involved," I don't really care. That doesn't make any difference to me because I don't think he needs to be involved. But
I hear what you're saying. I think Lionsgate is the studio that's actually producing it, and Lionsgate
mhm,
typically puts out quality films. And the director, he didn't do too many movies, but the movie that he did, a couple movies that he did do, I think Kishimoto actually seen and he liked it, and that's why he
he
picked him
worked
as
on
director for the movie.
Shang-Chi. That's one of the
Shang-Chi and a
right.
couple other ones as well. It was Shang-Chi. Let me see. The Glass Castle, Just Mercy, and Legend of the Ten Rings. Oh,
Ah,
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings it's the same thing. My bad.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he
Oh
directed
yeah.
those movies. I think the Shang-Chi one is the one that got Kishimoto's attention, and he wanted him to direct it because of that, because he liked the emotional aspect that the director adds to it and things of that nature. So he thought he would be a good fit for a live action for Naruto.
It could be.
Should be fine.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
wait,
or rock out, Mel.
no, cook.
No, give your thoughts, man.
Nah,
Finish talking.
just mentioning what Kidomaki was saying with Kishimoto potentially being involved. I think it's a bit valuable simply because some people, anytime that a Naruto production or even like Boruto now has anything or has nothing to do with Kishimoto, people like immediately devalue it. So I think having Kishimoto on it, it kind of gives it like more legitimacy.
I mean,
Yeah.
like in name only, but not like product.
Yeah.
No, yeah, facts.
I see that. I see that.
And even even given your scenario, I guess we have the best of both worlds, right? We have like the guy, Kishimoto, and a really good director. Well, I would say I don't know.
Decent.
He's
I
okay.
can't
He's good.
I can't really measure his other stuff, but Shang-Chi, not Shang, okay. But yeah, Shang-Chi in the
Shang-Chi.
My bad.
No, I used to say that all the time too. Shang-Chi in the Legend of the Ten Rings, I thought was a fantastic film. Personally, I really enjoyed it, especially that scene where like his dad and his mom were fighting. That was pretty
I'm gonna have to
pretty
check that
sick.
out.
Yeah. And then like the final boss scene, it was basically a live action anime. So like it actually does make sense that they that he would have seen something like that and then would have felt like he was the correct guy. But honestly, I'm like Switzerland on this one. I'm just completely
What?
neutral.
You're Switzerland.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
okay. I
neutral.
get it. I get it.
Yeah, I'm neutral. I don't want to be negative or pessimistic about it. I do think Shang-Chi was an excellent film. I can't measure his other films because I haven't seen them or I don't really know too much about that. But I do think that's a good film, and that does leave me with some optimism and some hope. But history tells me that anime stuff doesn't really adapt well to live action. So I think I'll remain neutral. I won't get excited about this. I won't get too down about it. I'll just let it play out and I'll judge the final product when it comes. But I do think it's good that Naruto still has some life in it and we're still doing new things with it. Maybe maybe I'm asking a little bit too much for us to get like like I don't know, seasonal video games for Boruto or a movie every 2 years for Boruto or maybe something for Boruto. But they seem to want to go back to the well, which makes sense. Naruto is like a 20+ year old show. So, revamping it, it's not too bad. So I'm okay with this. I'm
And
more
they know they're
neutral,
gonna
though.
get the older crowd into there, and that's basically where the sale's gonna go to as well. They can get the kids in the older generation as well, because like a lot of the older generation is not really into Boruto. So to do a Boruto live action, I don't think it will do as well in box office as a Naruto live action. And if they like,
No,
I
not
always
live
said that.
action.
Yeah, I always said Naruto probably would be a easy way, easy animated set adapt because like it depends on what portion of Naruto they do, like what arc they do. Because it's not super flashy or anything like that. It's basically ninjas throwing kunais. You know what I'm saying? You got a few jutsus here and there that we have great CGI and stuff like that that can make it look amazing. So I have high hopes for it. I think it's going to do great.
I
I
feel
think they're
like
gonna have the most. Go ahead.
no, I was just say, I feel like I would have preferred maybe a TV series with like a very high budget. That way you can spend and just cover the Land of Waves arc. Just do that first,
Right.
and then because that is like kind of simpler. Um, just have like a really high budget, someone who knows what they're doing, a really good director, and then do like maybe an 8 to 10 episodic thing with a Land of Waves arc. I think that might be too many episodes if they're like an hour long, but maybe 8 episodes, and I think that could be fantastic. A film, I guess, I don't know. I just don't want another Dragon Ball Evolution situation.
Yeah,
I think
facts.
I think what they're gonna have the most issue with is the designs, because I don't know, man. I'm a Naruto fan, but I'm not like I'm not like your purist in that sense. Like people are gonna be like, oh, they want it to be exactly like it was in Naruto. The designs need to be the exact same thing. They
Bro,
need
just
to
got
look
to
the
get a
exact
white guy
same
with
way.
blue eyes. That's all.
You
No,
know,
no,
like-
no. See, but he has to be Asian though. Like, I feel like he has to be Asian. They have to have an Asian cast. They can't whitewash this film, bro. They just can't.
The
do
thing
it.
is that
Naruto
the thing is
not
that
Asian.
well, I
Naruto is a
mean,
white boy with blue eyes and blonde hair.
Naruto.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
No.
gonna be difficult for Naruto because he doesn't look like an Asian. So that's when you have like the fans are gonna be like, oh, this doesn't look like Naruto. They're gonna have people be like, oh, if they do pick an Asian character, it doesn't look like Naruto. If they pick like a white character, they're gonna be like, oh, whitewashing. So it's like it's gonna be hard to win. It's gonna be hard to win. But
To me, I think the simple route is it's a series that comes from Japan. There's a lot of Japanese and Chinese culture and Buddhism and stuff inside of it. Do pay honor to the Japanese culture and cast the Japanese actors. Japanese American actors I'm fine with, but cast some damn Japanese actors. And yeah,
Facts.
like Naruto has blonde hair and blue eyes, but like fucking Yu-Gi-Oh characters have like pink hair and purple. Yeah, Sakura has pink hair. Like they have like different color hairs. So like the blonde hair, blue eye thing isn't like distinct to America. Like no one has pink hair, but that seems to be a thing that exists in that verse. So like I think they should. It's not difficult. Don't do like Goku is a white boy.
But like
Yeah.
even like One Piece, they didn't like cast all Japanese cast there. So it's
Yeah, but
like
One Piece kind of has like this because everyone knows like
They're
Luffy's supposed to be like
pirates.
Brazilian.
Yeah.
There's like a more like Caribbean-esque
It's like-
feel to it.
yeah, culture.
And like their world is very different. Like they have like well, it's just different. I don't think I need to go into detail about it. Like it doesn't seem like it's in Japan, but they happen to be. It just seems like they happen to be speaking Japanese because it comes from Japan. Whereas like Naruto is very like shinobi ninja. Like it's very Japanese oriented. I mean, even the soundtrack. Right?
Eastern, if you want to just put it at that.
Yeah, like those Eastern instruments in their soundtrack. It's very Japanese in comparison to like a One Piece.
But yeah, in regards to the design, I just want to say like I wish they like if it doesn't look good, just change it. Like I like if you guys know what's it called again, Captain America. So when they adapted him, they did the comic suit, but then they have the Winter Soldier suit, which looks different. It looks more modern. It's like tactical in a sense, but it looks like the suits in the same sentence. But I think they should do the same thing with Naruto. I'm not saying like do like tactical gear and stuff, but like make it realistic so it looks good. I don't want to see like this dude in this big plastic, yellow glowing suit. Like just make it look a bit more dark. I think that should be fine. But people are gonna be like, oh, they want it to be bright because Naruto's suit is bright. It's gonna be.
I hope they don't do Shippuden. Are they doing Shippuden, or is it like just Naruto? Did they say?
They just said that, they just said
live
Naruto
action
live
Naruto
action.
film.
Yeah, they didn't
Mhm.
specify if it was going to be Shippuden or Naruto.
Yeah, like try getting the Land of Waves done first, and then come talk to me. Because if you can lick that arc, you should be perfectly fine. Like it has so many emotional beats, great action, a turn up moment with like Kurama and Naruto, in the Crystal Ice Mirrors. That arc is a perfect arc to adapt. It sets up everything perfectly. So if you can't get that right, stay as far away from every other mental. Like the shooting exams is too much. There's too much going on there. But the Land of Waves arc is just right. And if they can lick that and that alone, then I think they'll be fine. But anything other than that, I think they're doing too much.
To me, I had like a different idea. I wanted it to be Shippuden, but I wouldn't necessarily mind Naruto. I get where you're coming from. I want to see a proof of concept a little bit first. So the Land of Waves arc, I think that definitely would be a decent arc to kind of animate. If I were to go with like a part 1 Naruto arc for me personally, I think I'd probably go with this is gonna be like probably gonna be like my most biased one, but I prefer the Sasuke retrieval arc. I think that right there, my personal opinion. Well, first thing first, I say it's biased because Gaara was the star of that arc, but also I think that had like a lot of emotions that had essentially the core dynamic of Naruto. So people who are actually starting to come into Naruto, they can kind of understand, hey, Naruto is the main guy, Sasuke is the guy that Naruto is chasing after, or vice versa, whichever you guys want to call it. But I think that would be like a good one. Naruto Shippuden, one that I'd pretty much want to probably be like the pain arc. You could pretty much start when Jiraiya invades the Hidden Rain Village. I think that'd be like a fire moment. Have it end after Naruto becomes like the Hidden Leaf Village hero. I'd like that.
How do you start? How do you
think-
start in the middle of the series though?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think they're gonna start earlier on. It makes way
Like-
more sense.
I think you have to start in the Land of Waves, like or whatever you want to call that before. But like you got to start at the start. Like I would think.
I don't know. I think you could pretty much fill in a lot of gaps. I think with flashbacks, with storytelling.
Nah.
because
Oh
the story, you
no.
can definitely fill a
Oh
lot of
no.
gaps. In my
All
All right, setting them up for failure, bro. Like that's gonna be.
don't-
People are gonna be like, "Yo, they
Yeah.
rushed it. They rushed it.
See,
They skipped through everything." You know,
That's
I
why
can
they
see it
didn't-
from
That's
now.
why
bro.
they didn't pick Bar as a screenwriter.
If you
the
could,
Land-
I
if the Land of
guess so,
Waves-
but like.
Exactly.
In my personal opinion, I don't necessarily think the Land of Waves is as entertaining as some of the other arcs in Naruto.
That's what
And
I'm saying. If the Land of Waves arc is not good enough, then don't even try. Like just let's leave it alone. Because the Land of Waves arc is you can't start. Because if we're saying like, these other arcs are super big and important, let's start there. It's like, bro, no, you have to start where it starts. Like you can't just give me pain. It's like, what is this? No, I need to know. Like I need to get like the Minato shit at the beginning. Like I need to get like Lord Third giving the epilogue or the prelogue, or I don't know, like giving the voiceover. I need to get Naruto versus Mizuki and Naruto with the come at me, fool, I bring it back to you tenfold or some shit. I need all of that set up so I can know like the next Hokage and Ninja Legend. Like I can't just start in the middle like with just because it's better like content like objectively. Yeah, if you can't start at the beginning, you can't start at all, bro, in my opinion.
And they're gonna want new audience as well, so they're gonna like trying to get them into it. You know?
Yeah. And then they're gonna be like, who's this brother right here?
But well, first things first, I kind of agree with the idea that if you can't really adapt or if you can't really do a live action of the first arc correctly, they shouldn't really do it at all. I personally hope that they don't do it at all, and that's why I kind of reacted when Free Game said we're pretty much broached the subject. But I still believe that I don't necessarily think you need to have all the backstory and groundwork already laid to actually create a movie. Like most movies start with action. Most movies don't start with the guys or the characters as teenagers and starting to learn how to be good. Like a cop movie doesn't start with all the cops in basic training. Like that's not really how it goes.
But
they
most
usually
of those,
go to the entertaining parts and explain the backstory.
but the
in
cop
movie,
unless the cop movie is like based off of its own screenplay. Like this is based off of a prior series. This is an adaptation.
This is the adaptation. Yeah, so it's
like,
a difference.
Oh yeah,
like, it's not like
not
like Spider-Man to where we've gotten like a billion Spider-Man films. So like, yeah, the whole great power with great responsibility. Yeah, Uncle Ben's. Let's skip that, and he's Spider-Man at the start. You can't do that with Naruto. Like this is their first at bat. they have to start where it starts, and they have to nail that. And if they can't even get that right, like you can't get the bombastic giant toad kaiju battles and fucking the Chunin exams or Konoha Crush. You got to start at the start, and they got a lot to work with at the start. Like it's not like they can do the Minato stuff as like a fast forward or I guess a flashback. They can do the Minato stuff, which is peak stuff. If they can't even get that right, bro, you don't even touch Pain, bro. And they made that mistake with Dragon Ball Evolution. They if I remember correctly, they try to get to like the Demon King Piccolo arc because that's like one of the best, if not the best arc in all of Dragon Ball. They skipped over all the other stuff, which is really good content. The Pilaf stuff isn't great, but I don't know how you start Dragon Ball without doing Pilaf first. It just I don't understand. So I don't know.
I get where you're coming from, but like if they're doing just one arc, just a one-off arc, I personally don't necessarily think the Land of Waves would be as entertaining. I get where you're coming from, but if they want to go like have like a real box office type of thing, I don't think the Land of Waves is like the arc to do it in.
Then they need to okay, so it needs to be a loose adaptation. Then it needs to be a completely new screenplay based off the Naruto story. Then if that's how they're going to do it, because then you can like take elements from the series that you like and then jumble them all together and like create some dope shit and maybe have like some Easter eggs or whatever the case may be. But it in no way is like a direct adaptation or even like a close to direct adaptation. It's just based on the story by Musashi Kishimoto, Naruto fucking New Dynasty or some dumb shit, right? Like maybe if you're doing that, maybe, but I'm not so sure how people will take to it. But
yeah, facts. But yeah, that's news for the Naruto live action. Let's get to the live action One Piece series being nominated for Writers Guild Award. Entertainment News Magazine Variety reported on Wednesday that Writers Guild Award of America announced its nominations for this year's honors in screenwriting, television, new media, news, radio, audio, and promotional writing during 2023. It has nominated the Romance Dawn episode of Netflix live action adaptation of Oda's One Piece manga. Writers Matt and Stephen Mata are nominated in the category of children, episodic, long form, and specials. The live action series debuted exclusively on Netflix August 31st. The season had 8 episodes as opposed to 10 episodes as originally reported. It will have a second season. The series has ranked number 1 on Netflix global English language television rankings for 3 straight weeks on the service. The series was nominated for Best Hairstyling in the Children and Teen Television Program category for the 11th annual MUAHS Awards, but did not win. Yeah, there you go. My bad. That's the end of that.
That's good because, it's weird.
No, cook.
I was gonna say that the Avatar stuff they didn't do good with the hairstyles in my opinion, but I guess we're gonna get to that later on.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the live action One Piece series. I was never a big fan of like the early parts of One Piece. It kind of felt a look because I came in when it was at its apex, like the big 3 in the anime community on YouTube. And we were doing like some war arc type stuff and like some prison break type shit. So when I came in, it was like at its like peak, arguably. And then I had to go back and rewatch a lot of stuff. It was like, oh God, oh no. This is kind of but I think they did an excellent job. I enjoyed it. I love Zoro's casting. I love Sanji's casting. I actually really like Usopp. He's tolerable. In the live action in the beginning in the anime, he's just and Nami's casting, fantastic. Goddess, gorgeous. I love her. Okay, I'm a fanboy now. Okay, I'm simping. Like, gosh, she's so fine, bro. And the only problem I had was Luffy. Okay. I think the guy maybe has the look, I guess, but his acting to me just wasn't it. And I don't think Luffy's powers translate very well live action. He didn't seem powerful like he does in the anime. In the anime, he seems like this unstoppable force. Here, he just stretches a little bit and throws a kick or two. So that was my only issue, but I really enjoyed the series. I actually cried in this series. Well, that's not like anything special for me. I'm like a fucking crybaby with TV shows. But I was watching. It was the scene where Nami was like asking them for help. If you know, you know. And then Luffy puts his hat on her and he like walks and he's about to go fight Arlong. That shit always gets me. And that was pretty good. I was like, okay, this is a damn good series. So nominated but not winning. A nomination is still like credit to the
hell
people
yeah.
who worked on it. So I think this is fantastic, and I can't wait for season 2. Although I will say, Chopper, the reindeer, that's gonna be tough with the CGI. He's probably not gonna be on screen a lot because that'll cost too much. I wonder how they're gonna do that, but yeah.
Yeah, budgeting, man, budgeting, bro.
Yeah. So both Kidomaki and what's it called?
Mellow.
And Mello, y'all seen it? How I forget Mello.
Only been working together 2 years.
What's it called?
I said it literally 10 minutes ago. But I was gonna ask y'all, one of the criticisms that I did see about the One Piece live action was kind of that like they didn't necessarily represent Luffy the best way. In a lot of the episodes they were kind of more focused on other characters. Did y'all come away with that kind of criticism as well?
Oh,
I haven't watched it.
So damn.
I guess I'm the only one I can answer.
Rock up. Yeah.
That kind of caught me off guard. I'll say visually, I think they did fine. The drip is on point. The actor himself, I like the actor. He's very charismatic. He just doesn't have that presence that Luffy has. Luffy, he's one of my favorite shonen protagonists for a reason. He has this like aura about him that's I've been saying aura before it became cool again, by the way, just to be clear. He has that aura about him that is like very distinct and simple, but like it's dominating. Like when he walks in a room, like you know him. Like there's no like he. I don't know how to describe it. I think I did a decent job though. And I don't think the actor presents Luffy as him, because Luffy is him. Like when Luffy pulls up, like you know some shit about to pop up, and if you don't know, you're gonna find out soon. That's the kind of guy Luffy is. So I don't get that vibe from him. I get that vibe from Zoro's actor. I even get that vibe a little bit from Sanji's actor. I think they were so well cast. Nami's actor, Usopp's actor, Luffy. I just wish he would be a little bit more, I guess, shonen protagonist I guess. This version of Luffy has a little bit too, like, he has too much heart. He's too. Luffy has. I don't know how to describe it. He's not Luffy. He's not Luffy in his performance. Visually, fine. The clothes, fine. But the performance it's not Luffy. He's not. That's not Luffy. But yeah.
Yeah. So you
that's
agree
my
then?
opinion. It's just my opinion. But
yeah. All right. So next topic is Hashira Training Art Episode 1 screenings total earnings reach 1.4 billion yen. So the theatrical screening of the 1 hour first episode of the Demon Slayer Kitsimoto no Yaiba Hashira Training Art television anime and the final episode Swordsmith Village arc has sold a total of 1.3 million tickets for approximately 9.32 million. The screen ranked at number 3 in its third week in the Japanese box office. The screen opening in Tokyo on February 2nd as a part of a world tour and debuted at number 1 with 443,700 tickets sold for 4.35 million in its first 3 days. The world tour premiere screenings debut in Tokyo on February 2nd and 3rd, New York on February 10th, Seattle on February 11th, Berlin on February 13th, blah, 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 blah. So they sold a lot of money and they actually reached number 3 and it's for 3 weeks in the box office in Japan. So shout out to Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I read that. I think number 2 was Gundam Seed and number 1 was what? I forgot what number 1 was.
Don't know. Then research. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. There's some interesting movies coming out, and that's one I definitely want to watch. I need to catch up on I think season 3, maybe. Yeah. I need to catch up on Demon Slayer for sure. But that's good news because I like the series, and more success means more product, more games, more movies, more everything. Which I wish they'll do for Boruto. But Boruto just don't seem to get he just don't. This series, it's weird. It's Give
like
it some time. Give it some time.
I think not too much time. I think
7 years.
Like, about to say 7 years is elapsed. So
Boruto's like that teenager that's fucking up, and then like the parents are like, "Well, just give us some time. Like he'll grow out of it." And then next thing you know, you look up and like the teenager's like 28. And he's like, well, he ain't really done too much more. He's like, well, you know what? You kind of are who you are now. You know what I mean? Like, so I think Boruto kind of is what it is. I don't think he's gonna get like the movies and the games or be at like the peak of Naruto. Unfortunately, my only hope is that maybe part 2 is so good it becomes undeniable. But as far as the Demon Slayer stuff though goes, getting back on topic, I think that's a fantastic little milestone for them for sure.
Yeah, facts. Shout out to Demon Slayer. I read the manga. I haven't really been following the anime, so like I only watched season 1. Haven't even watched season 2, so I have no opinions on it. But I saw the movie. The movie was amazing. Not the second one, not this movie that came out, but the train. One. Yeah, the train one. That shit was amazing. That was
fire.
So I'm gonna definitely watch this next movie. I can skip because, like I said, I read the manga, so I'm not spoiling anything. But yeah, definitely gonna watch that and see what it's about.
Out of curiosity, actually no, I don't want to bring this up because somebody's gonna spoil me. So never mind.
All right, you're good. All right. Well, that's it for the news for today. Let's get into the chapter review, but first we got a nice $20.